Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Now I switched to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood and they do. I'm in the mood now. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella. Forget it. Yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we can go. Lockjaw got me speaking slow like, yeah, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Move switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lockjaw got me stuttering. Girl, you I fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all ball for these. Get it. Not complicated.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Vikings going up against the Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. A big hit. Knocked out sideways. Rodgers now on first down. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
319.
Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
319.
Here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run here. This is Kadeem Carey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun. Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the... And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. A gain of 6 there on 1st. On 2nd down, Williams. Open space inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That good for 19 at a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jordy Nelson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run once more with McKinnon. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
First down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Second down, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Toss play to McKinnon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On third down, Bridgewater. It's caught by Treadwell. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10, and they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. Forbath out to kick this one away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch. But underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get. Because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
319.
Rodgers now on 1st down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
319.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. The out route incomplete. It's Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Over the middle. That's caught by Adams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Rodgers again now. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Crosby on now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Minnesota. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Let's go.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 6 yards to go here on second down. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now McKinnon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now Mason. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here's McKinnon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
From the gun, Bridgewater. A dump down to McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So they're operating in the red zone. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. run. It's Mason. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. Jordy Nelson all by himself. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, Bridgewater again. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry Coming in from his outside linebacker spot, he buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. Bridgewater now on second down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 4-yard line. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he is knocked down from the side at the 23. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Second down, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Carson. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll run here with Mason, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
McKinnon. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. They run it with Carson, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
The storm windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Bucky Hodges from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Forbath out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Go, go, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This is Carey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working from the gun. Rogers finds his target, Montgomery. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. The Packers on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Rogers. It's caught. Nelson. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 17-yard line. The old connection, Rogers to Nelson, getting Green Bay a 1st down. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. 1 win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.